You know, guys, you want to know something that I really dislike about Call of Duty nowadays? It's the fact that every single time this game comes out, every single year, over the last couple of years, I've had the same criticism for these games where I'm really displeased with the launch, as I should be, because the launches just, quite frankly, they suck. Like, we haven't had a good launch in a Call of Duty game since, like, I don't even know, man. Actually, this might even go back towards, like, the jetpack era. And especially in the dark ages of COD, being MW 2019 to the present day, these games start out horribly and maybe age a little bit better by, like, month 6 or 7. And that's part of what makes a game or season good, at least for my criteria, is the timing. If you wait too long for something to become good, is it even good? By definition. What I genuinely care about is pure enjoyment in Call of Duty. And some of those things, we need to wait until we are done with this game to finally receive. A lot of people are already checked out from this game, myself being one of them, and for you to finally present something that I would at least consider enjoying, except we're almost in July. That just doesn't sound well to me. And that's exactly the sort of stuff that pushes me to say Season 4 Reloaded is trash. It's garbage, it is dumpster juice gooch sweat, and it's not because the content itself sucks. It's because the timing on some of this content is so unbelievably poor, and it's pretty much a slap in the face to the people that were trying to give this game the benefit of the doubt. Now, I'm somebody who likes to talk trash. Alright, that's just me. So every single season when you give me these reasons to talk trash to you, I don't feel bad. But when you finally do give me something that's decent, and I still need to talk trash because you made me wait so long for it, you understand that this doesn't bode well for your game from my experience and my perspective. Because when people ask me for my review, my opinion, my true honest opinions and feelings on why I think this game sucks, this is part of it. So today, by the time you guys are watching this, Season 4 Reloaded is out. And here's just a couple of the things coming into this game. In MW 2019 Part 3 multiplayer, a new playlist modifier arrives with Season 4 Reloaded, 8-Bit Party. Alright, interesting take and development on Favela as a map. Now, Favela as a map, in my opinion, is not very good. Making this an 8-bit version of it is kind of funny, but I wish they would have done this on a far more enjoyable map, but that's just my opinion. It's still okay. It is not garbage, it is simply okay. Then we have variants of Das House, called Gross House or Das Gross, I don't remember, but another variant. It looks really cool. It looks grimy and gross. I would say this is also okay. It's not bad. I'm not going to claim it's bad. It's okay. Then we have all of these other like mutant things and weird playlist variations. All of these things are fine. It's whatever. It's not enough to get me back on the game, personally. I'm not going to play any of these things that I just mentioned. But then we get to this by Doug Dimmadome Warzone. The Get High Parkour Retro Futuristic themed playlist returns in Season 4 Reloaded with a new map called Get Higher. You can earn 3 new weapon camos by playing this retro futuristic utopian voidscape while taking a break from the gunfire for a quick run. Now, I don't know about all of this paid shill advertisement verbiage that he's using towards the end of this thing, but personally, I think if he didn't have Bobby Cosby's gooch on his tongue palette, then maybe we'd have a different layout for this tweet. But what I'm most excited about is the fact that this playlist, Get High, was something that I actually enjoyed back in April. We're almost in July. This thing came out in April. They took it away, and now they're bringing it back. Finally. It's been a couple of months, which is part of my point as to why I dislike these seasons and Call of Duty as of late. But on top of that, you get 3 weapon camos. I haven't seen these camos yet, but you get 3 of them for simply playing this. I assume you have to get certain score or have certain playtime or certain placings or some small challenges within it, but it's a fun game mode. This is actually something that I heavily enjoy. It's extremely easy to play, it's super casual, you don't need to worry about certain objectives while having your game rigged and you taking backies. You just enjoy what it is. It's fun. And on top of that, from the content perspective, I can throw this on in the background and it's the easiest thing to watch. But the fact that I need to wait until nearly July to have this game mode once again, I dislike that. Never mind this whole 8-bit thing and these new little things that they're trying out and a different take on the gameplay, aside from the fact that, of course, if they were going to do this, they were going to monetize it. Absolute scumbags, by the way. And this is actually some of the stuff that really pisses me off about these games, is not only the fact that I'm not going to be playing any of these other side modes or anything except for this get higher thing, which isn't even Call of Duty, to be completely honest. Not only is that the most enjoyable experience I'm going to have on this game, if I'm going to play it again, and keep in mind, I still haven't played this game in about 2 months, but one of the biggest things that they're not addressing that really annoys me is when there is actual issues in this game, and they do nothing about it except give us weird random side modes 8 to 9 months out while monetizing it and not address the issues that this game has had. And what pisses me off even more is when people try to defend this. Going back to this whole 8-bit favela thing, I think it's called Bitvela. Clever, I guess. This was one of the responses to that announcement that I think is extremely important, and I want you guys to really pay attention to the responses that this person's getting. And from who? This person named Obey Fran says, so instead of fixing all of the ongoing problems with the game, they make a cartoon game mode. And Charlie Gooch Licking Intel responds with, how about you explain the problems you're having instead of just rage tweeting so issues you're experiencing can get fixed? Keep in mind, guys, we're almost in July. Then the homie Lost Firefly pulls up and says, LMAO, come on Charlie, you know this game has so many issues that they will not fix unless the damn store is messed up. Then they would fix that because all they care about is money. And Charlie Intel responds, then say the issues. And then Obey Fran comes back and responds with, I'll name a few that I can think of really quick. Anti-cheat and shadow ban system is beyond inaccurate, awful servers, constant packet bursting, lobby disbanding causing way too long to find another match, gun balancing is pretty awful, Warzone is prioritized in every aspect over respawn, constantly the same maps over and over in rotation, terminal is non-existent in 10v10, battle pass lacks creativity and is usually a waste of money unless the new metagun is added, riot shields should not be allowed on overkill classes, and this is just from his experience. Everybody else thinks differently, of course, even though I could add like a million to these. And Charlie Intel responds with, wow, that's crazy. Real feedback instead of rage tweet. I passed all this along. And Obey Fran, this is the only issue I have with what you did. Don't say thank you. You should be saying you're welcome. Because you're doing the developers' jobs. You're doing Charlie Intel's job too, if we're gonna be completely honest. Guys, in month number 8 or 9, as a developer, if you are receiving feedback via an argument between your fan and a news source, and the news source approaches you with that feedback, and that's how you become aware of issues, if that's the case and you're a developer, you suck at your job. You suck. Alright? You suck. My grandmother would do a better job at receiving feedback. You suck if you need to go through Charlie Intel grinding his teeth as he eats your balls from the back to defend you from a fan in order for you to receive information. If that is your job, you suck. Charlie Intel, as a matter of fact, hold on. Seeing as how you're already in the gulag, I can't put you back in there a second time. So I'm gonna do something a little bit different. And people have been asking for this, so why not? Charlie Intel, get your ass on the short bus and go straight to Epstein Island with Bobby Cosby. And don't come back until you've corrected your sins. Nasty bastard. And Doug Dimmadome Warzone, I'm just about ready to transport you there too, with tweets like this. Modern Warfare 2019 Part 3 might have the best post-launch support I've seen in the modern era of Call of Duty. Sledgehammer has done a phenomenal job with the live service aspect of this game, and have been dropping banger content for multiplayer season after season. Big W at Sledgehammer Games. Doug Dimmadome Warzone, today I spare you. You don't get the same treatment as Charlie Gooch Licking Intel, but I will tell you, my definition of live service does not include waiting 8 months. It doesn't include waiting 6 months. It doesn't include waiting 3 months. It doesn't include waiting 1 month for quality content. If you are to launch your game every single year, live service, by definition, has to be live, not waiting 3, 6, 8 months. We're not doing that. that is garbage. That is not live service. That is outdated, expired service. Because by the time we get to month number 3, month number 6, month number 8, when the majority of the people that were playing at launch are already gone and they're not coming back, you have just wasted their time. That is not live service, to waste people's time. The people that have remained in this game, half of them being gooch lickers and some of them being, people of average IQ that just want to pop in every now and then and get their money's worth since you charge them $70 for this crap. Yeah, some of these people might enjoy this, but I guarantee you, if you ask these people, would they prefer having Season 4 Reloaded in July or would they prefer it back in December? What do you think their answer is going to be?
Now listen!
And keep in mind, we are not the ones that claimed this was years in the making. We are not the ones that claimed this is a top 5 COD. We are not the ones claiming that Sledgehammer Games are now the best developers. That is you guys. So if all of that is true, how are they incapable of giving us this by January, by February, March, April? Why are we waiting until near July for this? You're already gassing up the next game. What is the point in playing past March if this is the case? Do you guys understand the point that I'm trying to make? It's not the fact that this content sucks. I will not say that this content in this season sucks, even though you're trying to monetize one of the biggest aspects of it, like absolute scumbags again. My point is, a lot of people have already been checked out. This has been my point for quite some time too. I've always said the launch of your game is the most important part. I don't want to harp on this anymore. All I'm telling you is constantly there's failures. How are you gassing people up for live service when they're making you wait 8 months? I agree the content itself is exciting sometimes. Sometimes it looks cool. Sometimes it's innovative. It's creative. That part is good. And I will admit that. And I've never said that that was not a good thing about this game. All I've said is that I don't like waiting this long. And that is a fair, valid argument to make in a game that claims to be live service and in a game that is constantly gassed up, AAA title, infinite resources, massive budget, piggybacking off of Infinity Ward's god-awful creation back in MW 2019 that some people enjoyed. If you have all these amazing things going for you, how are you failing in this timing aspect of live service? I completely disagree with the people that are saying that this live service by Sledgehammer Games is elite. And once again, it's not because the content sucks. I think this sucks because we are waiting way too long for this. We are going through massive droughts of absolutely nothing to get to these points. And something, for example, like Get Higher, something that came out in April and then they took away for whatever ungodly reason and then came back 2-3 months later. Unacceptable. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand the logic, and even your biggest fanboys would tell you they're confused as to why you take these things away and then bring them back later. And to be completely honest, it's actually not too far-fetched. Like, I kind of understand why they do it. It's because they know this game cannot hold its own weight based off of gameplay enjoyability. They need to bring out exciting quote-unquote content every couple of months to keep people interested because the gameplay doesn't do it for them. Personally, guys, it confuses me sometimes when people are so on board with Sledgehammer Games. From my perspective, they are not pushing content. They are slightly inching the content towards you, giving you a sneak peek of it, and once you start getting close to it, they pull it back, and then they give it back, pull it back. But from my perspective, as a consumer, as a fan, as a customer, even though I'm not a paying customer nowadays, I just don't think the gas is warranted that you guys give Sledgehammer Games, and by default, you are also giving this to Activision because they're the ones that are modeling this half the time, and you guys still, for whatever reason, accept this when they could easily give it to you by month number 2. They could easily have given you all of this content way sooner. The concoction between Activision and all these other developers, it's not working out for some of us. Some of you guys might enjoy this. Like, legitimately, you might like Backy Wackies. Scadmaster and all these other people, we don't enjoy Backy Wackies. Stop giving us backies. Just give us the content up front. Stop waiting until Season 4, month number 8. And within these seasons, actually, hold on. Within these seasons, stop making us wait until the reloaded update of that season. If this content has already existed, why didn't you just give it to us at Season 4? Like a month ago or whenever it was. Why split up the content that you're already splitting up. I don't understand how people enjoy this aspect of live service. I don't think it's live service. I don't consider it live service because it's actively a disservice to make you wait. Gooch-licking fanboys, you guys need to be upfront with me, alright? Because you guys are the representatives for Call of Duty that I see in my comment section. If you have a problem with the things that I'm saying, logically tell me how I'm wrong, and logically tell me how you are right, or how this game is doing things right. Logically. Because the moment I bring up, hey, we have to wait 8 months for this playlist to come out, you tell me how that is logical in any way. Until then, I'm still gonna stand by my words. Season 4 Reloaded is trash, garbage, dumpster juice, gooch sweat. But that's gonna do it for me today, guys. I'm curious to know what you guys think about all this. If you're trying out Season 4 Reloaded currently, please tell me how you're enjoying it. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with my newest videos. And yeah, guys, it's been the boy Fooly. Have yourselves a good one. I'm out of here. Toodles.